I'm going to show you guys how much this 8 dBi antenna has made me with my rack hotspot miner. What is up guys, my name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video, I wanted to show you guys the earnings that I made with my rack hotspot miner V2 when I upgraded the antenna to the 8 dBi antenna. Now I wanted to see whether or not this 8 dBi antenna will make me more HNT by keeping it in the same location. I know a lot of people throw the 8 dBi antenna on their roof so they can get better coverage to all the other Helium miners, but I wanted to keep it simple and to keep it a concise test, so I left it in essentially the same location as the original antenna that you get with the rack hotspot miner. So I'll throw up a photo right now of where I placed it. I placed it a little bit higher on the window, and the way I did it was I grabbed a couple suction cups with hooks on them from Walmart and I attached it to the 8 dBi antenna so it was hanging on the window. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my phone to show you guys all the rewards that I earned in a full week with the 8 dBi antenna and kind of talk about whether or not it's worth upgrading to versus the original 2.3 dBi antenna that you get from CalChip. Now before I jump into this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this where I do weekly updated videos on how much I earn with my Helium miners, let me know in the comment section down below. And without any further ado, let's just jump straight into my phone to show you guys how much I made in the last 7 days with the 8 dBi antenna. So here we are on the Helium app, and first of all, I wanted to touch base on some of the numbers and statistics that were live when I first set up my Helium miner, so you guys can get an idea as to certain factors that can play into the amount of HNT that I'm earning before I updated to an 8 dBi antenna. So first of all, let's talk about when I fully set up my Helium miner. I set it up and received it on July 8th, and essentially it didn't go live until it was done syncing, and it fully synced around 11:30 p.m. So I guess you could say that this miner didn't go 100% live and start earning HNT until July 9th at 12 a.m. So with that knowledge and taking into account that I only used the stock antenna, you need to know that the current price of HNT at that point in time was at $12.42. And also, there was roughly 81,183 hotspots live when I set it up. So comparing those numbers until now, today is July 22nd, and if you haven't seen my previous video on my Helium earnings, I will link that in the description down below so that you can compare those numbers to the numbers I mentioned in this video, but I will kind of touch base on it in this video as well, but just for some reason the numbers look a little different, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. But regardless, today is with the earnings with an 8 dBi updated antenna, and currently the price for HNT is at $11.04, so it is a little bit less than when I first set it up, and currently there are roughly 94,547 hotspots that are live. And that's something that you have to keep in mind, because the more hotspots there are on the network, the more hotspots you need to share the HNT earnings with. And in a week or so, the halving will happen on August 1st, which will cut down the amount of HNT earnings you will be earning by half. So those are the factors you will have to keep in mind. So jumping into the numbers in the Helium map, just to show you guys the accurate results. At the top here, you can see that it says about 94,555 hotspots. So updated just a little bit since I just recorded this. And the price is at $11.04, like I said. And you guys can see that the last 24 hours, my hotspot has earned about $24.95 worth of HNT, which is a little bit over 2 HNT for the last 24 hours. So let's jump into my wallet and let's see the numbers here. So the first 7 days from Friday until Thursday, you guys can see those numbers. And like I said, I made a video in the past talking about those numbers, and roughly the amount I earned is just a little bit under $200 when I first made that video. Now looking at it, it's at 321. So if you minus about 190 from 321, that's going to be a little bit less than what I earned the first week. And that could be because I updated the antenna and I'm not getting a good signal to all the other Helium miners around me, and it's too concentrated as far as the signal strength. So I will be switching it back to the stock antenna just to test it one more time to see if I'll be earning any more HNT. But the amount that I'm earning per day is pretty average. I mean, it might be a little bit less, and that might be due to more Helium miners being online and also the price of HNT dropping as well. So in my previous video, I told you guys to keep in mind the amount of HNT I earned for that week, and that number was about 17.318. So if you were to take 28.437, which is the amount I earned for the entirety of my wallet for last week and this week, and minus 17.318, which is the last week's earnings, then I'll be able to get this week's earnings with the new antenna, and that is going to be around 11.12 HNT for the week. So it is a little bit less than the first week. Comparing it to the 2.3 dBi antenna, from what I saw, I didn't show it in the video, but it was around 28 witnesses. So with the 2.3 antenna, I was able to get more witnesses, and I didn't put the antenna outside. I left it inside my house. So like I said, I'll be switching it back to the 2.3 antenna, but you'll never know until you actually test out the antenna. So if you want to pick up a higher dBi antenna, I'll leave a link in the description down below for the one that I used. And this one's one that is on Amazon, that has Amazon's Choice and has great reviews on it. So if you want to check it out, it'll be linked in the description down below, because it was a little difficult for me to find one that was able to ship fairly quickly, and this one does have free Prime shipping, so it'll get to your house within a couple days, which is awesome. That is pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button for me. If you guys want more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any content I upload in the future. And if you guys have any questions at all regarding this or anything I mentioned in the video, drop it in the comment section down below, because I answer almost every single comment you guys leave down there. And I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.
Everywhere I go, in these busy streets, I'm a criminal.